Strategist Jim Paulsen and our own senior markets commentator Mike Santoli is still with us. So, Jim, on this criticism from the Fed, I mean, it's obviously a big deal. How's the market taking it? Do they agree with the president? Do they worry about it? Are they just ignoring it?
Well, I think there's concern about it because the market's wondering if the Fed's going to come through with a cut, Sarah, and whether it'll be as much as 50 basis points or not. But, you know, let's face it. I mean, Chairman Powell's a big boy, and the whole Fed gets a lot of criticism all the time and always has, whether that's in the past in the media or Twitter sphere or even the president, whether it's direct in your face or subtle. And I really think at the end of the day, I certainly don't believe it's going to affect them that much. I really don't think it will. I think they're going to do what they think is right. That's their job. And at the end of the day, I think this is more political theater than anything else.
So we've seen, Mike, this great rally, put it in a 3-week context. I know we're not at, necessarily new highs, but we're getting there. We're starting to break out.
Right at the very top of this range. It's been there for a while. It seems like, I think the Fed, in Powell's comments last week, gave investors permission to stop worrying so intensely about why Treasury yields are so low, right? Because if the Fed's going to ignore that and say, I don't care that the yield curve is inverted and all the rest of it, then equity investors have to be concerned. But if the Fed's going to basically lower rates on the short end and essentially say it's an inflation issue here, then that allows stocks to get a little bit of a lift. And as you mentioned, earlier, defensive stocks have led the way here. A lot of the tactical indicators look pretty good. The number of stocks making new highs every day last week was starting to look pretty strong. And I think investors have been very defensively positioned, and that's sort of unwinding right now. So I think you have a little bit of an impetus for a continuation of this process of people saying, okay, fine, maybe I was a little bit underinvested. I found it interesting, Tobias Lefkowitz at Citi today said his clients are giving him pushback on the idea that everybody else is too negative, because they're kind of negative and they think not everybody else is. So that's the world we've been in for a little while.